Hi, this video is going to show you how to graph a line when it's in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form just means that the equation is solved for y, so you'll have y equals mx plus b. It's probably the most common form of an equation that folks are used to. Before I get started graphing, we'll jump right into doing an example in just a minute. I just want to go over the different parts. You always are going to have a y and an x in your equation. The m is for the slope. And that tells you the steepness of the line. Is it steep? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it kind of flat? The b is where it hits the y-axis, and that's usually just a number. Sorry. Alright, so let's say that we were given the equation y equals 1/2 x plus 1. When I teach it to someone who's never done this before, I have them identify the slope in the b. So the slope is m, which is 1/2. And the 1 is your b, or where it's going to cross the y-axis. So if you look at our graph over here on the left-hand side, I've labeled the x-axis x. It goes straight across. The y goes straight up and down. So the thing that we always do first is we start with the b value, because that's telling us exactly where the line's going to hit the y-axis. So we're going to find the y-axis, and we're going to find the number 1, because that's our b value, and we're going to put a dot there. So there is positive 1. All right. From there, we're going to use our slope, which is a half, as a set of directions. The top number tells us whether to go up or down, and the bottom number tells us whether to go right or left. And then basically, you can tell which direction based on the sign of it. If the top number is positive, you're going to go up. If the top number is negative, you're going to go down. If the bottom number is positive, you're going to go right. If the bottom number is negative, you're going to go left. So from that dot that we put on at 1 on the y-axis, our slope is going to be up 1 and then right 2 from that dot. So here we are here, we're going to go up 1, right 2 and put a dot. And then we can go up 1, right 2 and put a dot. And then we connect them with a ruler, and that's how we graph a line. Let's try another one. Let's see, we're going to open graph. This time, let's say that we have an equation of y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. Again, if you're kind of new to this, it really helps to kind of label things. The slope is the letter in front of the x, the number in front of the x. The b, or where it hits the y-axis, is the plane number. And again, we always start here first, and we want to find that on the y-axis. That's called our y-intercept. So our y-axis is the one that goes up and down. We're going to count up to positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put a dot there. The line is definitely going to pass through that point. And now we're going to analyze our slope here. And again, whenever I have to do a bunch of these problems, I literally write at the top of my paper, my little cheat sheet. I don't like having to think about it as I go along and doing it. So if I have this handy, I can just look up at it. Positive number on top goes up. Negative number on top means to go down. Positive number on the bottom means right. Negative number on the bottom means to go left. So what we have here is a negative 2, so we're going to go down. We have a positive 3 on the bottom, so we're going to go right. So from that dot that we have on our graph, we're going to go down 2 and right 3. So down 2 and right 1, 2, 3, put a dot, down 2, right 3, put another dot. All right, we're going to do one more on the. And I want to just talk kind of quick about something that textbooks will sometimes do. This isn't really the problem that we're going to work on, but textbooks, let me just make that just a smidge clearer. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Alright, textbooks will sometimes do this. They'll give you your slope, and then they'll have the minus sign just kind of floating out in front. That's really, really vague because it doesn't help us with our little cheat sheet of up, down, right, or left. So it is something that you have the choice of doing. You are completely allowed to put that negative sign on the top number, or you can put that negative sign on the bottom number. Either way is completely legal. What you cannot do is to put them both negative. Because if we actually said it was this, that's wrong, because a negative 5 over a negative 4 would cancel the negatives out, and it would actually be positive 5 over 4. So just keep that in mind. If you have a negative slope kicking around, put the negative sign on one of the numbers. Alright, so let us graph this one here. Let's say that we have y equals negative 1/4 x plus 3. Again, our slope is going to be -4. Our y-intercept is at +3. So we start by plotting our +3. So we go up 1, 2, 3, and we put a dot there. Our slope has, I'm going to put that negative sign on the top number. So I'm going to go down 1. And because my 4 is positive, I'm going to go right 4. So from this dot, I'm going to go down 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot. And I don't think I have enough room to, I don't have a ruler either, clearly. But there's your line roughly. So that's basically how you graph a line from slope-intercept form. I hope this helped.